Hello, beautiful with the Flow community. My name is Tara, and today I'm going to be guiding us through a Vinyasa Flow working towards our dancer's pose. So we're going to be focusing on finding some mobility through the shoulders, finding some mobility through the spine, and also finding some strength and some stability in these areas too. If you have a yoga block, then maybe go and get that. If you have a yoga strap or even a small towel works just as well, then also have that close by. If you don't have any of those things, do not worry. I'm going to give you lots of different options so you can really take this class at your own level and your own pace. So let's start in a comfortable seated position. You can lift your hips up on a cushion or a block. Place your hands on your knees. And just close your eyes. Just taking a moment to go inwards. Sit bones are pressing into the ground, into the cushion, into the block. And the crown of your head is lifting tall, so the spine is nice and long. I want you to imagine space between each vertebra as you lift up a little bit taller, releasing any tension from your shoulders, softening the skin on your face, and then just bringing your awareness to your breath. Inhaling, exhaling through the nose. Maybe noticing how the stomach and the chest rise and fall with every in and every exhalation. When you're ready, gently open your eyes. We're going to bring our hands out in front of us and we're going to come to a tabletop. So wrists underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips, spread those fingers nice and wide. And let's start with our cat-cow. So inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest to look up. Exhale, press the hands round the spine, chin to chest. Again, inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, look up. Exhale, rounding the spine. Draw the belly button in, chin to chest. Nice. Take this a few more times, moving with your own breath, moving at your own pace, and moving nice and smoothly through the spine. Feel free to close your eyes. And just bringing all your awareness to this movement through the spine. When you're ready, come to a neutral position. And we're going to walk those hands forward. So we're coming to our puppy pose. Hips stay nice and high. Walk the fingertips forward and reach the heart towards the ground. Now you can have your forehead on the mat, or if you want a slightly deeper stretch, you're going to bring your chin onto the mats. Hips are high, reaching the heart towards the ground. And just take a few deep breaths. Nice, walk those hands back underneath the shoulders. We're going to find our tabletop and we're going to reach our right fingertips forward and our left toes back. So we want one straight line all the way from our toes to our fingertips. Inhale here. Exhale, round the spine and draw the elbow towards the knee. Tuck the chin. Inhale, reach the fingertips long, toes back. Exhale, round the spine. 2 more times. So inhale, reach. Exhale, round. Elbow to knee. Last time, inhale, moving with your breath. Exhale, rounding the spine. Nice. This time, inhale, we reach long. We bend that back knee and we take our right hand to that left foot. We're going to kick the foot into the hand, open the chest. So this is going to be a theme throughout today's class of this motion of kicking the foot into the hand. So that back leg is nice and active as we kick the foot. And release. Second side. So inhale, reach the left fingertips long, right toes back. Find one straight line. Belly button to spine. Inhale. Exhale, rounding the spine, draw the elbow to the knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. 2 more times. Again, moving with our breath. Inhale. Exhale. Last time, inhale. And exhale, rounding the spine. Elbow to knee. Inhale, reach long. And then bend the back leg, hand to foot. And we're going to kick the foot into the hand. Back leg is active. Open the chest. And take a nice deep breath. Release the foot, release the hand. Let's tuck the toes and lift those hips back and high. Come to your downward facing dog. So maybe this is the first down dog of the day. So maybe just walk through the feet, sway the hips. Just find any movement that feels good. Slowly warming up the body. Ready for our practice. And then whenever you're ready, find some stillness in your down dog. So I want you to take a look towards your hands. Make sure they are shoulder distance. Spread the fingers. And then shift the hips back. So the arms are strong. Shift the hips back so the spine is nice and long. So if this means you need to bend your knees a little bit, that's okay. But if you can, we're trying to straighten the legs. Send the heels towards the ground. Take a deep breath here. On your next inhale, lift the heels high, rolling through the spine. Plank position. Shoulders come over the wrists. Nice. Make sure your fingers are spread nice and wide. Inhale here. Exhale, we're going to lower the knees, the chest, and the chin to the ground. So squeeze those elbows in, reach the heart to the ground, hips stay high. Inhale, shift forward, roll the shoulders back, cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Nice. Now we're going to walk the feet towards the front of your mat. So we're going to come to find a forward fold. So you can bring your feet together. Hands maybe holding opposite elbows. And just let that head be heavy. So the crown of the head is reaching towards the ground. If it feels good, you can always take a soft bend in your knees. The important thing is to keep the spine long. One more breath. Perhaps thinking about shifting some more weight into the toes. Nice, release the hands, soften the knees, and rolling through the spine. Let's come all the way up to standing. Make sure you're at the front of your mat. So we're going to find Tadasana. So bring your big toes together, heels slightly apart, pull up the knees, roll the shoulders down and back. Let's take one round of our sun salutation A. So inhale, sweep the arms up, look up. Exhale, fold from the hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands can come to shins. Exhale, hands come down. You can step, you can jump back. Chaturanga, knees down if you like. Hug the elbows in. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice, take a breath in your down dog. Press the hands, spine is long. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees. You can step, you can jump. Front of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up, come all the way up. Exhale, hands by your side. Again, inhale, reach the fingertips up high. Interlace the fingers and release the index fingers. So you want your feet together. And you're pressing down through the feet, reaching up through the fingertips. So you want to create some space between the hips and the ribs. Inhale here. Exhale, we reach over to the right. Pull up the legs, shifting the hips to the left and reach the fingertips to the right. On your next inhale, back to center. Exhale to the left. Again, pressing the feet into the ground, pull up the knees, lengthen both sides of the body. Inhale, back to center. Pull up the knees, send the hips forward, open the chest, lean back. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Reach the collarbones forward. Exhale, hands down. You can step, you can jump back. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice, let's take a breath here. So inhale, we're gonna step the right foot between the hands. We're gonna drop that back knee and sweep the arms up. Vinyasa. So reach up nice and tall with those fingers and then soften the hips forward and down. We're really lengthening the front of this back leg. And just focus your eyes, find your breath. When you're ready, taking your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Inhale, lift the chest, look up. So I want you to try and press those hands away from that back leg. So you're pressing the arms up, reaching the heart up, opening the chest, softening the hips forward and down. Inhale, reach the fingertips up high. Exhale, hands down. Let's tuck the back toes. Squeeze that back leg straight. Low lunge. Inhale, reach the fingertips high. High lunge. Nice. Take a few breaths here. So we want to think of sending that back heel away. So we're pulling up that back knee, reaching up through our fingertips. One more breath. Maybe you can bend that front knee a little more. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze it open. Warrior two. On your next inhale, reach those right fingertips back. Reverse warrior. Holding for the exhale, front knee is bent. Inhale, warrior two. Okay, so let's straighten the front knee. Reach the right fingertips forward, hip shift back. Find Trikonasana, triangle pose. So this right hand can be on your shin, it can be on a block, it can be on the ground. Lengthening both sides of the body and opening this left shoulder. Now, option to stay here. If you want more, we're going to reach the right fingertips diagonally forward, left fingertips diagonally forward, biceps by the ears, engaging the obliques. Pulling up the knees, lengthening both sides of the body. Just one more breath. Embrace the shakes. Nice, come back. Triangle pose. And bring your gaze down towards the ground. We're going to shift into our half moon pose. So begin to walk the right fingertips forward, lift the back leg, find half moon Ardha Chandrasana. So this right hand can be on a block, it can be fingertips to the ground, and you want to peel open this left shoulder, this left hip. Nice. Once you have your balance, look up towards the top fingertips. Option to stay here, option to bend the top knee, take the left hand to the left foot, and just like we did before, we're kicking the foot into the hand. Opening the chest. That left leg is active. Find your balance. If you fall, don't worry, just come back to it. Release the foot if you have it. Everybody half moon pose. Left fingertips to the ground or to blocks. Drop that left hip, so we're going to square the hips and then reach the left heel high, standing splits. So we really want to try and straighten both knees and reach that left heel high. Your legs may be shaking, that's okay. One more breath here. See if you can squeeze it a little higher. Nice. So now we're going to bend both knees deeply. We're going to send the hips to the ground and we're going to find our seated twist. So your right hand comes behind your back. Inhale, left fingertips to the sky. Exhale, twist. Looking over that right shoulder, hooking the left arm around that right leg. Just one breath here. Nice, unwind the arms back to the front. Step that left foot back, low lunge. Inhale, sweep the arms high, high lunge. Exhale, hands to heart center. Okay, so I really want you to find a fixed point of focus with your eyes. And we're going to shift all the weight into that front foot. Pick up the left knee. So you're bringing the left knee to the chest, standing on that right foot. Nice, find your balance. Again, embrace the wobbles, embrace the falls. Just come back to the pose. Focus your eyes. So we're grounding down through that right foot and lifting up through the crown of the head. Nice, shifting into our warrior three. Kick that left foot back. Lean the body forward. Spine is long. Warrior three. Hips are square. Bend the right knee. Step that left foot back. Inhale, sweep the arms high. High lunge. Exhale, bend the elbows, open the chest. Look up. Nice, and make sure that back leg is still straight. You're opening your chest, maybe lift the chin, maybe lift the gaze up towards the sky. Inhale, reach up tall. Exhale, hands come down, and let's flow through our vinyasa. So exhale, bending the elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice, take a breath. Inhale, we're going to step the left foot forward, drop the back knee, sweep the arms high, and Vinyasana. Again, find your breath. And allow those hips to soften forward and down. One more breath. Reaching up through your fingertips. Take the arms behind the back, interlace the fingers, squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift the chest, look up. Again, try and lift those hands off that back leg. Maybe lift the chin, lift the eyes, reach the heart towards the sky. This one feels really, really good. Inhale, reach the fingertips up high. Exhale, hands down and squeeze that back leg straight, low lunge. Inhale, fingertips up high, high lunge. Again, holding for 3 breaths. I want you to bring your awareness to the front of your hips, so these knobbly parts on your front of your hips, and think of lifting them up. So instead of our pelvis being tilted back, we want to lift the front of the hips up. Reaching up through the fingertips, inhale. Exhale, squeeze it open, warrior 2. Check that back foot is in line with the back of the mats. Inhale, left fingertips sweep back. Holding for the exhale. Inhale, warrior 2. Straightening that front leg. Reaching the left fingertips forward. Let's find our triangle pose, Trikonasana. Again, option with this left hand can be on the shin, on your block, on the ground. And now press the feet into the ground, really pull up the knees and lengthen both sides of the body. So again, we've got an option here. You can stay as you are or begin to reach the left fingertips diagonally forward, right fingertips diagonally forward, biceps by the ears. Working the obliques, feeling the shakes, trying to pull up the knees, holding for another big breath. Nice, release the hands down. Take your eyes down. Soften the left knee and let's shift to our half moon pose. So lifting that right leg. Left hand can be on a block or on the ground. Right fingertips to the sky and then peel open the front side of the body, peeling open that front right hip, the right shoulder. Maybe bringing your eyes up towards the right fingertips. Bend the right knee. Take the right hand to the right foot. Again, this is just an option. So if you're happy in your half moon, stay there. If your hand is to your foot, really kick that foot into the hand. Open the chest. That leg is active. Find your balance. Release the foot, release the hand. Everybody, right hand down, square the hips. Here we go, standing split. So we're gonna kick that right heel high, squeezing both legs straight. Nice, another few breaths here. Try and pull up the knees. Option to take the forehead towards the shins. Nice, bend both knees nice and deep. Take that right knee outside of the left foot. Seated twist. Inhale, right fingertips reach up. Exhale, twist. Looking over that left shoulder. Just a few breaths here. Nice, unwind the hands back to the front. Step that right foot way back. Low lunge. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, hands to heart center. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna find our point of focus. And as smoothly and as controlled as you can, you're gonna shift forward onto that left leg. Squeeze the right knee into the chest. Nice, find your balance. Ready for our dancer's pose. Grounding down through that left foot. Reaching up through the crown of our head. We're gonna kick the right foot back. Lean the body forward. We're transitioning into our warrior three. One straight line all the way from the heel to the crown of the head. Square those hips. Nice, bend the left knee. Step that right foot back. Take a big, juicy inhale, high lunge. Reach those fingertips to the sky. Exhale, bend the elbows, open the chest. Maybe look up towards the sky. Reach the heart up. Back leg is nice and straight. Ooh, embrace the wobbles. Inhale, reach up tall. Exhale, hands to the ground. Vinyasa Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Press the hands, spine is long. Take a big breath. So inhale, we're gonna lift those heels, roll through the spine and come to our plank position. So shoulders over the wrists. We're gonna lower all the way down to the ground to a count of 5. So if you need to bring your knees down to the mat, go ahead and do that. Wherever you are, you're hugging the elbows into the body. So here we go, lowering down for 5, 4, one straight line for 3, 2, and 1. Nice. I'm gonna shimmy back a little bit and then take my hands behind my back, interlace my fingers. Inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift the chest. So my hips and my toes are on the ground and I'm just trying to squeeze the shoulder blades together and lift my chest. Maybe trying to lift my ribs off the ground. Higher for 3, a little higher for 2, and 1. Release, release the hands. Turn your head to the right, to left ear, left cheek on the mat. And just relax. But not for too long. Here we go. Second side. Second attempt, not second side. Second round, that's what I'm looking for. Hands behind the back, interlace the fingers. Inhale, lift the chest. This time we're gonna lift the legs. Try and keep those knees straight. Try and keep those legs together. Use the back muscles, lift the chest. Lift the ribs off the ground for 3, for 2, as high as you can, 1, and release. Head to the left. And again, just take a few deep breaths. Here we go. And final round. This time we're going to bend the knees and we're going to take our hands to our feet, to the outsides of our feet. If you can, you're going to walk them down towards your ankles. Now, if this doesn't feel good, you can always go for the option that we just did in the last round. But if this feels good, our hands on the outside of our feet. And again, we're sticking with that theme. We're kicking the feet into the hands. We're lifting the chest. We're lifting the legs. So those legs are super active. Lift the chest a little higher. Lift the legs a little higher. For 3, for 2, and 1, release. Take your hands forward. This time we're shifting back into a child's pose. Knees nice and wide, forehead on the ground. And again, just take a deep breath. Okay, here we go. Rolling up through the spine and coming to stand on our knees. So you want your knees underneath your hips. We're going to find one more back bend before we find dancer's pose. So we're going to find camel pose. So take your hands as if you're placing them into your back pockets. Think of lifting the spine nice and long. Inhale. Squeeze those glutes, send the hips forward, open the chest. Nice. You can keep your chin tucked into your chest. Or if it feels good, let the head drop back. If it feels good, we're taking our hands down to our ankles. Wherever you are, you're sending those hips forward. Few breaths wherever you are. Inhaling, exhaling through the nose. Nice to come back up. Hands on the lower back and come all the way up. Bring those knees together. Arms by your side, forehead to the ground. Just take this variation of child's pose. Let the shoulders relax. And then slowly rolling up. Place the hands at the front of your mat, the top of your mat, and step back. Downward facing dog. Feel the lengthening in your spine as you press the hands, sending the hips back. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees. You can step, you can jump. Front of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up, come all the way up. Exhale, hands by your side. So here we are, we've come to our dancer's pose. So bring your feet together and bring your hands to your hips. We're going to shift all the weight into the left foot and bring that right knee to the chest. I'm going to turn to the side to show you. And then you're going to sweep that right foot back. Right hand comes to the inside of the right foot. Knees are together. Left fingertips reach up. And then kicking the foot into the hand. Kicking the foot. Opening the chest. Finding your balance. Focusing your eyes. And breathing. Don't forget to breathe. Holding it here, 2 more breaths. If you fall, don't worry, come back. And release. Very nice. Second side. So shifting the weight onto your right foot. Left knee to chest and then sweep it back. Left hand inside of the foot. Right fingertips reach up high. Knee to knee. And then kick the foot into the hand so that back leg is active. Open the chest. Pressing down through that right foot. Again, find your balance. Find your breath. And release. Nice. Okay, so we're gonna do our dancer's pose one more time on each side. So you can do exactly what we just did. Or if you've been doing yoga a little bit longer and you want to try something new and have a little play around with props, then we're gonna grab our yoga strap or our small towel, and we're gonna try our first side again. So remember, you don't need to do this version. You can just do exactly as we just did if you prefer. I'm gonna talk you through this version. So place the loop of the yoga strap or the loop of the small towel onto your right foot. Right hand comes to the strap or the towel, and then bring that right elbow forward. Left hand tries to reach for the strap or the towel, and then if you can, you're walking your hands down the towel, down the strap, kicking the foot into the strap. Open the chest. Find your balance wherever you are. Again, if you fall, don't worry, come back. And release. Nice, so let's do the second side. So again, you don't have to do this version. Just stick to how we did it in the first round. I'll talk you through the version with the strap or the towel. So again, place the loop of the towel of the strap on that left foot. Left hand to strap, and then try and spin the elbow forward. Right hand to the strap. Try and walk the hands down the strap, down the towel, and then kick the foot into the strap, into the towel, open the chest. Grounding down through that right foot, finding your balance. And release. Nice. Place your strap or your towel to one side and just spend a moment finding any movement that feels good. We just spent a while doing some back bends. So if you want to roll your shoulders, anything that feels good. When you're ready, front of the mat, inhale, reach up tall. Feel the length in your spine. Exhale, bend the knees and find a forward fold with these knees nice and bent. Let your head hang. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, straighten those legs. Exhale, hands down. You can step, you can jump back. Chaturanga, knees down if you need. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So inhale, reach the right heel high, three-legged dog. We're gonna open the hip, bend the right knee. So that right knee is reaching up towards the sky. And press both hands into the ground. Try and square the shoulders, but keep that right hip open. Arms are strong. Nice, look forward, shift forward to our pigeon. So right knee to right hand, right foot to left hand, back leg nice and long. Option to stay lifted here or to walk the hands forward, finding your sleeping pigeon. If you need, you can always bring a block or a cushion under that right hip. Just take a moment, find a pigeon pose that feels good for you today. So your choice of pigeon. Just one more breath here. Allowing the body to soften, the breath to soften. Nice. Take all the weight onto your right hip and swing that left leg forward. We're going to find our Gomukhasana. So I'm going to face the camera so that you can see. We want our left knee stacked on top of our right. Again, if this feels super impossible for you, just sit on a block, sit on 2 blocks, sit on 3 blocks or cushions. Whatever's going to help you. And you can stay lifted nice and tall, or maybe you're walking those hands forward. Maybe you're closing your eyes. Just allowing the hips to soften. thinking about making the breath a little bit longer, making the inhale a little deeper, the exhale a little bit longer. Nice, slowly coming all the way up, bringing the legs out in front of you, and just let the knees fall into the center one at a time. Just releasing any tension in our hips. And then when you're ready, placing the hands in front and just stepping back, downward facing dog. Inhale, reaching the left leg high, three-legged dog. Open the hip, bend the left knee. So again, we're pressing through the hands and really trying to keep the shoulders square, but open the hips. Look forward, shift forward to our pigeon. So left knee, left hand, left foot, right hand. Again, use blocks, use cushions under this left hip. Option to stay nice and lifted or to walk the hands forward, finding a sleeping pigeon. Again, if it feels good, feel free to close the eyes. Just noticing how the hips feel. Perhaps noticing how this side feels in comparison to the first side. And just noticing any areas of tightness. Walking the hands back underneath the shoulders. Shifting the weight into this left hip and swinging this right leg around. Gomukhasana, second side. So we want that right knee stacked on top of the left. Again, use cushions, use blocks, and try and have both sit bones even on the ground or on the cushion or on the block. You can stay lifted nice and tall, or you can walk those hands forward. Softening the hips. Softening the breath. And again, maybe just noticing how this side feels compared to the first side. Walking the hands back up, bringing the legs out in front of you. And again, just spend a moment knocking those knees into center. And then coming to lay down on our backs. Squeezing both knees into the chest and wrapping the arms around the legs. We're going to close today's practice with some twists. So let that left leg lay along the ground, right knee into chest, and then drop the right knee over to the left. Extend that right arm long. You can look towards the right fingertips. Option to close your eyes. Try and keep both shoulders on the ground if you can. And just begin to take deep, full breaths into the lower belly. And then let's go back to center and switch sides. So left knee into chest, right leg long, and then drop the knee over to the right. Extend the left arm. Again, trying to keep both shoulders on the ground as much as you can. Maybe closing the eyes. And taking some deep, full breaths into the lower belly. Bringing both knees back to center. Both knees into the chest and wrapping the arms around the legs. Squeeze the knees into the chest. Inhale, lift the head, look up. Exhale, Shavasana. Lay the legs long, arms by your side. And close your eyes. Just let the body be heavy. Just allow yourself to completely relax for the next moment. If you notice any areas of tension, maybe allowing it to release, to soften into the ground. Slowly beginning to find some movements in your fingertips, in your toes. Just bringing the awareness back to the body. And then maybe taking the arms overhead, bringing the legs together and finding one last big stretch. All the way from your fingertips to your toes. Let's take a big inhale here. Open the mouth, exhale. Keeping the eyes closed, rolling over to either side. And then slowly making your way up to a seated position. Eyes closed, hands at heart center. Thank you so much for sharing this practice with me. I'll see you for another one soon. Namaste.